yesterday I turned 20. And after work, yesterday I turned 20. And after work, and after my internship, I wound up in a coffee shop. I sat in a chair that smelled older than me, drinking an overpriced latte that tells the world, yes, I am old enough to drink caffeine. In that coffee shop, I sat in silence, alone, wearing a blazer and heels, and when I held my little cup between both hands, I looked at the reddish lipstick stain around the opening and thought to myself that today felt like any other day. Not special, not different, just the same. Just another day spent in limbo between who I am and who I'll be. And I think that's when I thought of it. I thought of a theory. A theory to explain the relationship between age and expectation. This is a theory to end all theories, the kind that you name drop into a conversation to make yourself seem smarter, as if it answers everything. Like that of relativity or entropy. It pulls into question our understanding of who we are, why we feel so deeply, why we hurt, why we live. It's all those big questions. Who am I? What does tomorrow bring? Why did yesterday go so soon? And where have the people I knew gone? And are they okay? A theory to answer a question that wasn't found in the nearly overlapping blocks of my Outlook calendar or in the pages of my notebook. No, this is a theory to explain why I keep taking on more and more when I know I don't have time. It'll tell everyone in a nice, neat hypothesis why adding more to my commitments isn't symptomatic of being an overachiever, but is indicative of something deeper, something determined, something drowning. A theory to explain to people that my ambition is like flame, hot and blinding and consuming all the available oxygen in my chest, that I move like a wildfire in the heat of July, that I am hungry, that where there wasn't a path I will burn a new one. This theory will know how to tell people that I have this need to chase, to consume, to achieve. A theory that will help me to understand why my GPA feels like an extension of myself. It is more than a number, more than a performance. It is more like an anchor, keeping my self-worth rooted to the ground, the point in 4.0 telling me where to go. A theory that would tell me what would be left if I gathered all my accolades and achievements together and used my resume to read them a eulogy and lit a spark with my ambition and let it all burn. Would it tell me what will be left when you have removed what I've done? 2 months ago, I applied for an internship that I thought I could get. An opportunity that still feels like my magnum opus. The culmination of everything I've worked for. The pinnacle of what I've sacrificed. The missing something that I had thought would make me satisfied with myself. I poured myself into essays like coffee into a pot, paragraphs piecing together who I am and why I would succeed if just given the chance. And then I didn't get it. I still read that email like it'll tell me why my stories weren't enough, why the paragraphs weren't profound, why I wasn't enough. I'd rather sit alone in this coffee shop on my birthday than to sit alone with that for even 1 second. Because yesterday I turned 20, but before that I was 19, 18, 15, and 10. And because people told those girls that they were mature for their age, they allowed their dreams to outgrow white picket fences, went to our graduation robes and never looked behind us, because then the chances that we would fail would fade into the background. We created images for our massive lives that we wanted for ourselves in our heads, and we will bow them to no one, because we saw ourselves not as queens, but as kings. And that is a theory of age 20. That it was never about proving anyone wrong, and it was always about proving myself right. I look back at that 10, 15, 18, 19-year-old self, and I tell her that we were always people, but one day we are going to be somebody. The name Gabriella Marie Dietrich will be preceded and followed by the various letters of my various degrees. I will lead a life of significance, of service, and of sacrifice. I will change the world not because they told me I can't, but because I know I can. I will take up space, continue to grow, scraping the skies with my fingertips and leave bloody fingerprints to prove that I was there. I will walk the blazed trails of those who came before and leave a path for those after, because I am 20, and the people who inhaled the smoke from my blown out birthday candles aren't the same as they were a year ago. So as long as I am 20, I will believe that humanity has a whole lot more beauty than ugliness. It only takes hope to see that. As long as I am 20, I will believe that there is something innately beautiful about my soul, because it is remarkable that my brain works like none other I have ever met. As long as I am 20, I will be okay with not having a fake ID, because I will be nothing but genuine and unapologetically myself. I will cure myself from the disease of uncertainty and choose to believe that the road to recovery is one paved in passion. Because I am 20, I will start drawing again, and this time I'll stop trying to erase the edges that haven't been smoothed out yet, because they are all a part of the person I am growing into, the final product, the masterpiece. And as long as I am 20, I will learn to be comfortable with myself and alone with myself in the disquieting silence. I will be comfortable with questions I have not yet answered, and I will draw warmth from myself like I do this coffee cup. Because that lipstick stain is starting to look a lot like my mom's when it sat in the car cup holder on the early morning drives to school. So I will learn to revel in the wonderful privilege that it is to get older, because far too many are not so lucky. So when I think about my theory, I remember that yesterday was my birthday, and today I am 20. So tomorrow, I will wake up, and I will see if my day feels any different. Thank you.
Awesome. Let's give another round of applause for Gabby.